today, hours after the siege ended, is just collection of bodies. We are outside the main gate to the university. Yesterday, we were not allowed to come even close to this area, but fortunately today we have. And what we've witnessed since morning are just UNHCR trucks that are going in, collecting the bodies, taking them to Garissa airstrip, which is 2 kilometers from where this university is located, and then being flown to the capital city, Nairobi. So far, they've taken 92 bodies to Nairobi, and 16 are on their way as we speak. A lot of chartered flights, a lot of helicopters that are coming in for this rescue mission. Just moments ago, a Red Cross official spoke to me and told me that they have managed to rescue 2 more people, 1 student and 1 staff. One student was hiding under the bed, covered in mattresses and sheets, and next to him were all these bodies that were strewn all over. He's, of course, very, very shocked, very distressed by the images that he saw. So those 2 are the owners who've been brought out alive since we were here in the morning. And we're expecting the number perhaps could rise from 147. That figure could change. Yesterday, the Interior Cabinet Secretary said that 90% of the job was done, 100% could be done by this morning. We are waiting to hear, to get a statement from him on the final figures of those who died and those who've been injured. And quite a number of them are still in Garissa Hospital, where they're nursing their injuries. The hospital is not able to cope with the big number of those who are involved in these attacks, so they're also taken to Nairobi. One more interesting thing that you'd want to I need to mention is that this university is located in Garissa, which is predominantly Somali. Most of the people here are Somali, Kenyan Somalis, but the university itself has 90% of the students from outside this particular area came from Nairobi and other parts of the country, and those are the majority who've been affected. Those who've died, many of them are actually the ladies, where the siege had taken place for over 16 hours and where it finally ended. So most of those who've been affected are actually the female students who are here, because the male population is quite small. So we are expecting to get any statement from the Interior Minister about the final figures. Well, today what they've been doing is just collecting the bodies. The temperatures are very, very high. It's very hot and very humid, and the bodies have already begun to decompose. So they're trying to rush this process up by taking these bodies to the airstrip, and then they will be allowing us to go inside. That's what I'm reliably informed by the area chief, where we'll take pictures of the 4 terrorists who are there. The bodies are still lying in one of the hostels, which is called Elgin Hostel. So we're expecting to get in to get a feel of what exactly happened here and the extent of damage. I do recall yesterday fire all over the school compound, and there were several explosions. So we should be going in to get the clear picture of what happened.
Dennis, look, there was a report stating that the mastermind behind this attack is indeed a former teacher and a principal of one of the schools in the area, as well as a former resident in the area. Have we learned that there was we also learned, that there was a reward for his capture? Are you able to confirm this for us?
Well, the man mentioned and most wanted with a bounty of 50 million. The guy himself was a teacher here many years ago before he joined the Shabaab. Remember, this university changed its name from a teacher's college into a fully fledged university, and it's the only university in the entire Garissa, because for many years this particular area has been marginalized. So for the first time, they had a half institution of learning which they really cherished, and it's an unfortunate incident that happened yesterday to the only institute that they have in this entire region. It's the only university. But yes, I can confirm that he is from this particular area. He's known quite well, but then he joined the Al-Shabaab in Kismayu 7 years ago, carrying out his operations. The intelligence had information that he was planning to do something, not just in this area, but somewhere in Kenya, especially in the northern part of Kenya where Garissa is located. But they had no clue that this was going to happen yesterday. The unfortunate event that took place, the unfortunate event was that they were supposed to close school yesterday. They were going for the semester break yesterday. They had arranged and planned a few activities when the terror terror struck at dawn.
Dennis, quickly before I let you go, please clarify this as well for us. We hear there was some warning on these attacks, but people seem to not have heeded a call. What was this warning really about?
Well, there are two warnings. There's one that was basically describing an attack that would happen in a university. But this was in Nairobi. A lot of people read the circular and the security alert that was going around in social media, that people thought this was going to happen in Nairobi. But indeed, there was intelligence that an institution of learning was going to be targeted, but no one anticipated it was going to happen in Garissa. Well, there were rumors as well prior to this incident that there was going to be an attack in Garissa. But a lot of people thought it was a joke because it happened on April Fool's Day. So many people didn't take it too seriously, and that's when the attack happened. And now people realizing whoever was actually issuing this alert meant what they said. The only problem is they didn't quite zero into where specifically the attack was going to take place.
Thanks for that. That's Denis Okari, our correspondent in Nairobi in Kenya, giving us the latest details into the brutal Garissa University attack by Shabaab militants yesterday that killed over 140 people.